Huge medical bills are catching Coloradans off guard. Unexpected complications are leaving patients with few options, but a ton of questions about their cost of care.
This is a major issue affecting one of the state's largest insurance companies. Denver 7 investigative reporter Jennifer Kovaleski has uncovered the last-minute surprise that patients are facing before surgery.
I thought it was completely outrageous.
Sue Henry,
Easily over 50.
has completed a lot of puzzles during the pandemic.
Didn't know until a week or two before my surgery.
How do you feel about it?
Ticked off, dumbfounded, smacked.
But her latest puzzle became impossible to solve.
I have an in-network hospital and an in-network surgeon, and the guy in between that's going to make me comfortable is out of network.
Sue's world got very complicated days before surgery at Littleton Hospital. A call from her anesthesiologist saying he was out of network.
I thought about asking them if there was an in-network liquor store so I could bring in a bottle of whiskey and a bullet to bite on. I kind of panicked. Anesthesiologists are not cheap.
She tried to find a less expensive in-network anesthesiologist.
I searched within 50 miles of my zip code.
Denver 7 Investigates went searching for answers and quickly discovered that Sue isn't the only one having this problem.
It's desperately unfair to have networks that are so small that you can't find an anesthesiologist in 50 miles.
Dr. Anna Wyan is the president of the Colorado Society of Anesthesiologists.
What does this mean for patients? It's really tough on our patients. To put this in perspective, here's what's really going on. A conflict over contracts between insurance companies and doctors. That's what's leaving patients with this new, unexpected cost. For Sue, after her surgery, her insurance company sent her what looked like a bill. And what does it say?
It says the out-of-network benefits here.
Telling her she'd have to pay up to $1,200 in out-of-network costs.
That's a lot of money. I'm retired.
The insurance companies are cutting contracts, limiting who can be in their network.
Wyan points to a survey from last year by the American Society of Anesthesiologists. It found that insurance companies terminated contracts with more than 40% of the anesthesiologists who responded to the survey, essentially forcing them out of network.
Is this about making more money? It's not a case of the anesthesiologist going back and saying, hey, we want more money.
Wyan accuses insurance companies of canceling contracts early and offering the anesthesiologists a much lower rate.
Particularly United, which in my kind of experience has been sort of the most aggressive of the insurance companies.
And that's not all. The disputes are now at the center of a legal battle. U.S. Anesthesia Partners filed this lawsuit in March in Denver District Court. It accuses United Healthcare of offering surgeons in Colorado approximately 50% more compensation in exchange for not using their anesthesiologists. Writing, United is like a boa constrictor squeezing from all angles.
There have been a number of lawsuits nationwide.
In responding to the accusations and the lawsuit, United Healthcare says the claims in the lawsuit are completely meritless and accuses them of a money grab. It says U.S. Anesthesia Partners was demanding to be paid rates that are more than 70% higher than the median rate and blames the anesthesiologists for surprise billing. Two sides arguing about bottom lines, leaving patients puzzled and caught in the middle.
Between the doctor and the insurance company, and that is not right. I just don't understand why they have left me with no option.
Days after Denver 7 Investigates started asking questions, the anesthesiology group took a closer look and took care of Sue's bill. But this is an ongoing issue for patients across Colorado, and one doctors say they're in talks with lawmakers about potentially solving. I'm Denver 7 investigator Jennifer Kovaleski.
United Healthcare says it has more than 400 in-network anesthesiologists in the Denver metro, but it encourages patients to call the number on the back of their insurance cards before having surgery. And we took a deeper look at what you should do if this is a problem for you. The Division of Insurance says you need to work with your insurance company, and if you don't, you could end up having to pay that out-of-network bill. And here's something else to note. Colorado recently passed legislation to prevent consumers from getting surprise medical bills, but we found it doesn't apply to all plans. You can read that part of the story right now, in fact, on thedenverchannel.com. In the meantime, if you've been in a similar situation, we'd love to hear your story. The email address is contact7@thedenverchannel.com.